Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Otasowie Obayuwana. I'm the CEO and co-founder of TFS Cargo Bicycles, which means the Farmer's Sons Cargo Bicycles. It's a pleasure for me being here with you and my fellow innovators too as well. So I'll be speaking today on the pedals of change, how cargo bikes empower Africa's future. So first of all, we're talking about the lack of affordability that's in Africa. In parts of Africa right now, especially where I come from in Nigeria, we have an issue with people having lack or people have less people lack affordable, reliable transportation in Nigeria for farmers, local farmers, because in Nigeria presently we have over 40 million local farmers that have little or no access to good transportation system to move their goods from the farmland to the last resort. Then we also have up to 40% of food loss because of this issue they are having. It leads to also lower income. They have loss of income. They have loss in their health balances too, and they also lost time that they spend with their family and their loved ones, and also the children going to school too as well, because they have to go to farm in the morning with their family and the women to harvest goods and transport to the farm lab before heading to school. Yeah, so the scale of the challenge right now, with over 60% of farmers that lack the transportation system in Nigeria right now, we have the motorized system where you have people that have used motorcycles, the regular machine motorcycles, which is not sustainable enough because it costs you a lot of money to fuel your engine, and it's highly expensive to maintain too as well. So we created something good that can be able to bridge the gap and reduce the cost of your cost of spending every time when you want to harvest or cultivate your goods. So unlike the traditional bicycles we have in Nigeria, you can't really use traditional bicycles to do everything because they are not built to be rugged for Nigerian terrain. And they bend easily when you have a lot of loads carried on them. So we came up with a solution to create a very rugged and high quality built cargo bicycles that can assist the local farmers to transport as much as 250 kg of goods of cargo from the farmland to the last resort. Yeah, so the solution we came with that solution that I explained earlier on. We also have the electric assist, which is the new introduction. This is one of our first early model we did for a local farmer. She uses it to cultivate maize from her farmland, as you can see from here. So we have, for what we do, we customize the boxes in any way you want to be customized for your usage. So we have the one that you can use with the wooden box. We have the one you can use with the rib cage as well, but it depends on how you want it to be. But with this model, we sold a few numbers of them in Nigeria already. Yeah, so these are some short videos of our first model we manufactured. And we have the front loader, that is the inmost loader. We have different models for the inmost loader. We have the one that lifts a longer carriage. Then we also have the ones that can be used for vendors, like we're in talks right now with Nestle Nigeria. We're trying to manufacture some cargo bicycles for them to distribute to their vendors that sell ice creams and cold drinks on the road. So we'll be closing the deal very soon, and we'll be able to supply or deliver some cargo bicycles to them. Yeah, so these are some of our models. I'm going to play a video, shortly. Yeah, so this is the very first one we did, and we tested these other ones too. But this particular one right now is our latest model we completed from last 2 months ago. And we've actually balanced everything or every issue we have with the cargo bicycles. So these are some of our models. We have 5 different models. We started with 1. But along the line, when we're speaking with investment companies and capital companies, they advised us to have multiple models that will help to supplement and everything. So we came up with the Omo bike. These are regular traditional bicycles, which can be equipped with the electric system as well too. Then we came with the Long John, and this is the most Delta cargo that should be able to carry as much as 250 kg of goods with ease. So this is electric powered too as well, and it's one of our newest. We're testing them actually in the factory right now. We want to make sure they're in the perfect shape and all. But this is going to be one of our best-selling models because we already started getting orders for this already in Africa. Because this one right now, it comes with the rugged tires for the rough terrain of the farmlands in Nigeria. So, yeah. Okay, built for Africa, powered by people. We have the electric human-powered hybrids option that we give to the users for these our cargo bicycles right now. We also have the capacity that you can carry heavy load because we transport most things in Nigeria. We transport mostly local goods like farm produce, water, gas cylinders, or all those kind of regular things we transport in Nigeria. They will also built it with our local materials too as well. So this is 100% built, manufactured in Nigeria. We don't actually import most of our materials. We source for our materials in Nigeria. The only importation we do is that we import the battery system from China and the wire harness, that the wiring for the whole system. But 80% of our materials come from Nigeria. We manufacture the frame and everything from Nigeria too as well. Yeah, our bikes are more than vehicles. They are tools for empowerment. So it's not just, you're not just purchasing a bike, you're purchasing an everyday tool that will enable your life to be easier, and you can also make or increase your income as well too, and live a healthy life too as well. Because you're actually doing something to save energy and to save the CO2, and to also help save your time too with the family as well too. Yeah. So, like I said earlier on, it decreases the household income, like I explained earlier on, and you have time saved for your children so they can attend school in the local places, that's in rural areas of Nigeria. And you also avoid the CO2 emissions with clean mobility, unlike the regular traditional motorcycles and the motor vehicles which are used to transport goods from either the main village or transport to the city or peri-urban location too as well. So I'm going to compare this with Africa with Europe. The cargo bicycles I've seen here, I've seen a lot of cargo bicycles here, and I can see that it's used to mainly transport children, parcels, and grocery. That's why I explained earlier on that in Africa, we mostly used to transport food to the market. We used to transport medicine to clinic, water to homes too as well. That's what we do right now. Yeah, so Africa, we're solving for affordability and ruggedness, and also for clean mobility. That's what we're doing right now. So I'm opportunity to be here. I'm glad that Josh invited me to come here, and I've had a one-on-one experience to see other models of the cargo bicycles around, and I can see that, oh, they're wonderful. But in Nigeria, we would need something that's really rugged because of because they have low maintenance culture. So you have to build something that is very rugged, that can maintain that. You don't need much effort or much tools. So we're not using so much technology for our cargo bicycles, because we are going to do so much technology to involve you increasing the price of the product and to be more complicated for servicing by the users. So with this, I would like to tell you to join us. What will take Africa and take Nigeria to the next place. So the global cargo bicycle community here today, your innovation has inspired us to as well. And now we invite you to collaborate with us, because I'm going to say something off the record right now. Nigeria is a new country, not a new country per se, but we have over 180 million people in Nigeria. It's the largest population in Africa, and the market is really vast. It's a vast market, and this technology, it's not a technology, I would rather say that, because cargo bicycle has been around for years, for ages. But right now, the government is trying to create a policy to move to green energy starting from next year, and this is a great opportunity for us to seize the markets. We've been the pioneers of the business right now, and we manufacture everything in the country. it's the best time we can welcome people that want to partner, to want to invest with us too as well, to produce our cargo bicycles more and distribute to people too as well. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your inspiring talk.
Yeah, thank you.
And please feel free to scan the QR code, come a little closer to stay connected and keep everything in motion.
Yeah.
Before we continue with the next speaker, I would like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah,
but there's also an invitation for everyone who is listening to us to raise your hand and to ask a question as well. I will give you a few minutes to think about what you want to ask him. This is your chance. Go for it. And I will go in front. What inspired you to start this cargo bike revolution in Nigeria?
As the name implies right now, our name is TFS, called the Farmers' Sons. We are sons of farmers. So my dad, during our youthful age, myself and my two younger brothers came up with an idea. Since we grew up in the farmland, growing up, my dad had an industrial poultry. My grandma had a palm fruit farm and a cocoa farm as well too. So we saw the issues they had in transporting goods in the early 90s and early 2000s, transporting goods from the rugged terrain of the farmland, because the farmland you visit right now is not a tarred road, it's not a gravel road. It's like really in the jungle, like you're going in to transport goods and you have more than you have a rough terrain. So we came up with the idea to solve the issue on ground and assist people in transporting their goods to the last mile.
Now I also understand where the name comes from.
Yes,
thank you. You are already explaining a little bit what Europe can learn from cargo bikes. In your presentation, I saw it's not only for in the cities and not only for groceries. There's also lots of potential for medicines, for other stuff.
Yeah.
Can you give other examples? What can we learn from the system in Nigeria?
When it comes to cargo bicycles in Nigeria right now, I'm going to, sorry to cut it short right now, we're not limited to farmers. We actually built a company to address the issues farmers faced in Nigeria in transporting their goods. But along the line, we got so many calls from businesses that want to purchase it for urban areas and peri-urban areas as well. So we had to actually pivot to service everybody right now, not limited to farmers alone. Yeah. So in the rural areas right now, we have some business now to supply to there's an estate, they call it estate, a building complex, where they can use it for transporting goods they get, like from supermarkets and from and gas cylinder refill, then water refill, and every other kind of things too as well. Yeah. And we're also trying to introduce the system. We're in talks with Overeat and a particular food vendor in Nigeria called Global, which they say want us to give them our products, and they want to integrate our product into their system to use for transporting or delivering food to neighborhoods, within neighborhoods, close neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
And you're telling us that the cargo bike revolution is growing rapidly. How fast is it growing? Do you have numbers for that?
In the last few years, we haven't really had much information or talks about cargo bicycles in Nigeria. But apparently, being the pioneers right now, I can see the market growing already, and I know we are in control of the market right now. If we actually manufacture a lot and put on the road, because we're in talks with government officials already in different states of the country, and we're in talks with cooperatives and microfinance banks too as well, to support the local farmers and support people that cannot afford it and in full, like the low-income earners too as well. But cargo bicycle is really growing rapidly in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And we're not just limited to Nigeria as well. We're actually spreading our wings to West Africa and also to East Africa too as well.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. So if you didn't scan the QR code, this is the moment, because the business of cargo bikes is booming. And you can do that by scanning the code behind me. So don't be shy. Just come a little bit forward if you want to scan the QR code. Are there any questions around here? Yeah, you got a question? Right, I come to you. They don't see me on the camera anymore, but you can ask your question in the microphone.
Peut-être Philippe va nous aider à traduire. Ouais. Merci beaucoup pour votre présentation. Quand même, je n'ai pas compris ce que vous avez dit, mais à travers les images, j'ai compris beaucoup de choses. Je voulais juste savoir comment est-ce que vous fabriquez vos vélos cargo, vous les fabriquez localement. Est-ce que c'est des vélos cargo qui sont électrifiés, oui ou non? Et comment est-ce que vous installez les dispositifs électriques?
The translation.
Okay.
So he liked very much your presentation, even though he did not understand everything, but he saw with the images. And his question is, how do you build your cargo bikes? How do you build them? Do you buy them? Do you build the cargo bike yourself?
Oh, we build it ourselves. We get the materials in Nigeria. That's
Yes.
we met the steel. We use steel to build it. The frame and everything is built by us. We don't purchase anything.
So you buy the frame, etc., but do you assemble it?
So we manufacture welding and everything. We do everything together.
You manufacture it?
Yes.
With your own people or you outsource?
With my own people.
With your own people?
Yes.
Ok, donc il les assemble, il achète les pièces et il les assemble lui-même avec son équipe. You had another, tu avais une autre question, l'électrification? Ce sont, are there electric bikes?
We introduced the electric system to it. We're still in testing right now, which I showed in the other model. So we have some battery installed, but before we start giving it out, we have to make sure everything is in order. But for the manual bicycles, the cargo bicycles, we've sold a lot of units already for that one. We're just going to add the electric system to it to make it perfect.
Okay.
Did it answer your question? Yeah? All right, great. All right. Are there more questions? Please raise your hand. Don't be shy. Yeah, there's a question over here. Who are you? What's your background?
Hi, can I hold it? Sorry. Hi, Martin. It was a pleasure to listen to your presentation, especially the thing you said about the Europe and Africa. We have the same solution, but different roads led us to it. And my question would be, are you aware of any other initiatives like yours, any other local cargo producers in Africa in different countries? Are there any others also?
Yeah.
Thank you.
There are other producers, but in Nigeria, for example, because my target market is first of all is my home, which is Nigeria. We don't have cargo producers. We only have importers and assemblers. And when you import those cargo bicycles right now, it costs you more because of the custom clearing and everything. Shipping and clearing costs you more for it. But our cargo bicycles are really, really affordable. You can get it as low as $150 for one, for the manual cargo bicycles. So we made it because we're sourcing our materials from Nigeria. We made this very affordable for everyone to actually purchase it right now. So we range from between $150 to $350 for the manual bicycles. And with electric assist come with an additional $400. So it's really achievable, affordable for everyone to purchase it. That's why we have businesses coming to us, and we also have cooperatives that want to give it as an empowerment for local farmers too as well.
Yes. All right. Are there any more questions? Maybe to the right? Yeah, I see Jos holding his hand up.
Yes, thank you very much. I was wondering, before I knew, what's the number of your production in Nigeria? And I understood that you also do export to other African countries. And what countries are those, and what are the numbers of export?
Okay, right now we've actually distributed about 300 units, sold 300 units locally in Nigeria, but we're looking forward to exporting outside Nigeria. We've not started exporting outside Nigeria yet. We want to actually win the market ourselves, being the pioneer, because in the next 2 to 4 years' time, Nigeria is going to shift to e-mobility very soon right now. So coming aggressively, we want to take the market ourselves, and we'll be the king of the market for the next 10 to 20 years.
How?
Sorry?
Jos is asking what are the numbers, the production numbers?
Right now, we manufacture between, in a month, we're talking about manufacturing numbers, right? We can make as much as 50 to 80 cargo bicycles in a month. Yeah. So right now, we're actually looking for funds to upscale our production. I'm going to chip this in quickly. I got a call today, and I'm supposed to go back to Nigeria to speak with the House of Assembly to see how they can use my cargo bicycle to empower farmers in the Zamfara state government and in the Kaduna state in Nigeria too as well.
Yeah, there's a question around here. Hello, how are you? What's your background?
I'm Jolijn. I have no cycling background. I just love cycling. And I'm just wondering, do you actually sell the bikes, or do people rent it or lease it, or yeah?
Okay, we actually sell it outright before, but right now we introduced another service we call the mobility as a service. So whereby we have some cargo bicycles manufactured on ground, and we can give it for rental every day for as low as $2 a day. So you call me, you rent it, and you return it back. We're introducing that service too to the northern part of Nigeria too, so we can. We're trying to conclude on some other little factors when it comes to tracking the bicycles and adding the tracker to the bicycle and all. But we have that service available right now. So that's why we're looking for more funding to be able to manufacture at least 100 units of those bicycles that we can use for mobility as a service.
All right. Thank you. Any more questions? Maybe on the right here? Yeah, there's a question there. I come to you. Hello, how are you?
Yes, thank you so much. I spoke with you recently, and I wonder if you make it clear to folks what are all the parts of the bicycle that you're actually making locally? And then I have a follow-up question. But are you even making the tires and the wheels?
No, we don't make the tires and wheels. We purchase them from the market, local market in Nigeria. So some of the parts we use recycled parts too as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
but you're making
frame, we make the whole frame.
But almost everything except the battery and the tires.
Yes.
Maybe some components, I don't know.
Yes. But the tires, we have a local factory. We have a local factory in the east that manufacture tires and rims. That are the bicycle rims as well. So it's not also imported, it's made in Nigeria fully. But the only thing we import right now is the battery and the wires for the components for the whole electrifying of the system.
So I'm curious to hear a vision with some practical reality of what could be gained, what is the potential in not just Nigeria, but beyond Nigeria for this model of local production of the cargo bikes. What could be gained and how can we get there faster? What is needed? Government, investment, you tell me.
Yeah, thank you for the question. Like we all know, the African government don't really push or support we the Africans so much. So we have to really do things on our own most of the time right now. But at least I've been able to meet one or two officials in the government sector, and they just want me to do something actually do in the country, and we have little limit. Let me say, I'll just say we have limited support from the government. Limited support from the government. So we have to actually source for everything we want to do personally or outside the country. Does that answer your question? How big?
How big can it get?
The complaint?
This model for local production. So you make local jobs to build a bike that's appropriate for the local use. And is there a lot of potential? Can you speak to this vision?
Yeah, there's a very large potential in Nigeria right now. Like I said earlier on, we've been the pioneers and the first to introduce this to Nigeria. We're going to create a lot of jobs in thousands. Because we're not just opening a factory, we're not just going to upscale or build a big factory. We're also going to get warehouses in the other part of the other region of the country. And we're also going to employ the locals and teach them how to maintain the bicycles. We're also going to create more job opportunities for the people that will handle the mobility as a service to us, well, that's the rental service to us as well. Then we're also going to create more jobs for the users and for the welders and the other things too. So it's a very, very large and prospective company we have built right now. It's not just for a 5 years run. It's going to be a lifetime, and it's going to be known everywhere in Africa very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for your question. I think we need to round this up. Once again, if you feel to connect, please scan the code, come forward, and then we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for your time and for your sharing your passion. And I wish you all the luck with your journey and the revolution in Nigeria. Give him a big applause. Thank you so much. Thank you.